a mother who ended up holding a man at gunpoint while her daughter ended up stripping a man's air conditioning unit. World is truly crazy, y'all. The world
Are in jail. They're accused of robbing a man at gunpoint inside his own house, all while stripping his air conditioning unit for scrap metal. Channel 2's Michael Seiden, live now in Southeast Atlanta. So, Michael, police say the victim grabbed a hammer to fight back after coming face to face with an armed intruder.
Yeah, George, just a wild story here. We know that this victim had just moved into his rental property. He was waiting for the city to come over and turn on his water. That's when he found himself staring down the barrel of a gun. But as police said, he actually had a hammer and he was able to fight them off. This is what's left of the home's air conditioning unit. Atlanta police say it was ripped apart in the middle of the day while a 35-year-old man was being held at gunpoint inside his new home. APD says the victim had just moved into the house on Metter Way and was waiting for Atlanta Public Works when he heard footsteps. According to court documents, he looked up and found a stranger standing in his hallway. Police say 48-year-old Shainika Batista pointed a handgun at him and said, quote, "Don't move." Investigators say the victim grabbed the hammer and chased Batista outside, where he found her daughter, 33-year-old Alexis Avery, stripping his HVAC unit. Police say the two struggled before Avery hit the victim in the head with a pair of bolt cutters, and both women ran away. But before they got away, the victim pulled out his cell phone and recorded their SUV leaving the neighborhood. Police say that video helped them identify the license plate and track the suspects to a scrap metal facility where the stolen HVAC parts had just been sold.
It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because this is a dead end, you know, it's only us right here. So it's like to come back here, you got to be looking for something.
The world is truly a crazy place. Truly crazy. Mother and daughter, criminal duo, trying to rob a man at gunpoint. Luckily, he was brave enough to chase them away. It doesn't sound like, but it could have ended terribly. If they were truly about that, he would have been shot. This is crazy situation, y'all. Let's keep going.
We spoke with next door neighbor Jamal Thornton, who says he had no idea what happened until we told him.
If that's happening next door, then it's time for me to go.
Yeah, late this afternoon, had a chance to text with the victim. He declined to comment on camera, but he is doing much better. Obviously, though, very shaken by what happened. We're live in Southeast Atlanta. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
There are so many crazy people in this world, y'all. So many crazy ones. And it seems like that most parents pass down this craziness to their children. Her daughter probably wasn't always like that. She was raised by a mother who was willing to pull a gun out on a man to steal the scrap metal in his air conditioning. Is times that hard that people are stealing air conditioning parts? That's serious now, because I need, how hot it is, I need my air conditioning. Luckily, they didn't shoot, but he could have died. And they would have just kept going on about their day. They would have ran, of course, hopefully been caught, but it's a tragic scene. Let's get over into this and this AI breakdown just to see what else we can find out. So we got a mother and daughter were arrested in Atlanta after allegedly holding a homeowner at gunpoint while dismantling an air conditioning unit for scrap metal. So according to the Atlanta News First, the July 2026 incident unfolded through several dramatic steps. So at first, the break-in, we had a 35-year-old man had just moved into his new home. He was resting in bed while waiting for the city water worker to arrive. After hearing footsteps, the victim discovered the 48-year-old Shanika standing in the hallway. She ended up drawing a handgun, pointing it at him and ordering him not to move. Rather than complying, the victim grabbed a nearby hammer and chased her out of the house. In the backyard, the victim found her 33-year-old daughter was actively stripping his outdoor HVAC unit. When the victim grabbed Avery to stop her from fleeing, Avery struck him in the head with a pair of bolt cutters. The woman then fled in an SUV. So the victim successfully filmed the suspect escaping in the SUV on his phone, allowing the Atlanta police to track them to a local scrap metal facility where they had just sold the stolen copper. Investigators noted that both women had an extensive history of stealing stolen copper in the metro area. The suspect faced the following charges. So we know that the mother, first-degree home invasion, aggravated assault, theft by taking, and possession of tools for the commission of a crime. And then we got the daughter, battery, taking, theft by taking, and possession of tools for the commission of a crime. A third woman, identified as the getaway driver, was also detained and questioned by police. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Any more details not mentioned? So several additional details have emerged from the official police warrant regarding the suspect's claim and their history. So upon her arrest, the daughter, Alexis, admitted to striking the homeowner with bolt cutters. However, that she claimed she only did so in self-defense to protect her mother. And then we know that she ended up pulling him away from him. The mother ended up pulling him away from her. Avery told police that she lived near the victim. She stated that she and her mother routinely spend their day driving around the local area, specifically looking to collect and sell scrap metal. So investigators revealed that this was not an isolated incident, and warrants show that both women were also suspect in stripping copper from AC units at an apartment complex nearby, or in Medley Avenue, located just 2 miles from the victim's home back in May 2026. Because of that separate May incident, both women have also been hit with charges of second-degree criminal damage to property. Furthermore, the mother faces an additional charge of theft by taking for allegedly stealing parts from the same apartment complex earlier in April 2026. The police warrants noted that 35-year-old victim did not have any surveillance cameras installed at the time because he had just moved into the rental property just 24 hours prior. No surveillance system were activated yet to capture the initial break-in. Wow. The world's truly a crazy place, y'all. We have mothers and daughters holding people at gunpoint just to steal some scrap metal. Is times just that hard, or is this saying something about the community? Is this just a individual thing? What are your thoughts? The world is truly crazy, y'all, and I guess we got to watch out for our scrap metal of our AC systems. Absolutely crazy, y'all. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you disagree with anything I said.